Yo, what up, people? Welcome to the Jerbic Show. We got Megan again here with us today. So, what's up to the people, Megan?
Hi.
All right, and today we're going to be doing some more shadow.boxers stuff for you guys. So, last time we were working on the comic for Javen. The title is The Art of Peer Pressure, and we're going to be continuing that today and just seeing how far we get. Probably just going to do page 4 of it. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. So let's get some music playing real quick because y'all know I don't like working in silence. Let's see who we got. Manette is here. Good evening / morning, everyone. I bet that morning portion was for Mark. Amanda's on. Kathy is on, or Kathleen is on. Hello, hello. Thank you all. I appreciate you for being here and spending your Sunday evening / morning with me and Megan. So, all right, Megs, what we got here? What are we working with?
We've got a tab. So we started a new tab to keep things clean and not have too many layers going in the document, but we still have pages 1 through 3 to refer to, and then we're working on page 4. I believe this is page 2 of the script, but we're going to try to keep it more in terms of the comic pages from now on, I think, because it's pretty confusing to go from like, oh, page 2, but it's page 2 in the script, page 2 in the comic, and we are going to be working on this little more dialogue heavy section, which I like because that's usually easier. And we're going to have our hero, Javen, trying to get away from responsibility.
Yes.
Go hang out with friends.
Yes. So one thing, this portion of the story is starring Javen in the middle here and his dad, Asim, who's on the far right. We also have a third character who is named Kevin. For now, we will change his name. When I was writing it, I was like, what's a name? I need a name. And I just put Kevin. So don't worry about that. If you guys have suggestions for names, feel free to suggest them. They just need to sound something that's not American, pretty much. So, so yeah, let's get started. So this scene here is from last time, and that's basically taking, hey, can we move? I guess we can do that. Oh yeah, there we go. So yeah, we got 5 and 6. So that's where Javen says, "Nah, I was just gonna hang out with Z tonight. That's all." And this is in response to Asim, his dad, saying, "Oh, you got somewhere better to be?" After Javen got a text from his cousin saying, "Hey, where you at?" And Javen's like, "Hey, I want to go." And Asim says, "Javen, you know how I feel about your hanging with Salam. Your responsibilities here come first." So in this shot we have. Oh, go ahead.
I think we agreed that the second row, or the sort of alternative one, is better.
This
which has
that
one instead of the one that's there, because it fits in the response from Javen. I think we decided on it, but those are 2 alternative.
Oh, that's right. Well, yeah, that's not a difficult thing. So let's see. Let's do this. I will slide this over a bit. Wait, this is not going to work. I'll just redraw some of the things because I'm like destroying the panel right now. Yeah, I need that reminder. So let's see. All right, then we got Javen here, and then 5. Bam. And something I might do today, I might sketch out what Kevin looks like, because we haven't like figured that out. So at least maybe just like his build, like do a quick sketch of that.
Absolutely. I think there's a lot of things that come together in comics, you know. Same with animation, but if you draw out Kevin, that could give you some idea for how you want the body language and stuff to go. So if you want to be doing stuff like that and have me working on the thumbs, you know, on the side, I think that's...
Oh yeah, let's do it. So yeah, so let's do that. And then wait, Amanda says, I think of Home Alone when you say Kevin. That's hilarious. That I did watch Home Alone on Thanksgiving, so maybe that was like subtly in my mind, I guess. I don't know. Let me see. I'm gonna find some reference while Megan does her thing. So I'm trying to decide if I want to have him be more built. Like, you know, a lot of security guards tend to be kind of like pudgy in the stomach. I don't have any characters that look like that, so part of me kind of wants to pull that off here. Let me see. Where's my thing? I probably should have pulled this out sooner rather than later. But that's the reality of these streams, is we do stuff like this. You know, actually, who I'm thinking of is Carl Winslow. Do you know who that is, Megan?
I don't.
Have you ever seen Family Matters with Steve Urkel?
No.
Do you know who Steve Urkel is?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. At least you know who he is. Carl Winslow was like the dad of the show. He was like the Uncle Phil, and he basically looked like a darker, shorter Uncle Phil. Is basically what he looked like. He was still kind of fat, fun character. Fufu has a tummy. Yes, he does have a tummy, but he's also a chef. So, like, you know, I heard a saying where, what is it, like, don't trust a chef who's not like that.
Yeah, never trust a skinny chef.
Yeah, that's what it is. Never trust a skinny chef. So, hey, takes all kinds. Right, so
I think we can get the next page of the script in here too.
A page
We can wait till later, but I think we can get to that today.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, so I'll have to take another screenshot because that's just the beginning of page 5 of the script. Let's see. So there's no, I don't think I put a note as to how old Kevin is in here, but we can make him in his 30s, 40s. And then let's see. So as we're sketching stuff, guys, I want to know, how was your week? Did you guys do anything fun? I had a birthday a couple weeks ago on the 18th, so I'm older now, and it is a blessing to be older. But yeah, what'd y'all do? What you been up to? How many of you been doing Shadow.boxers fan art, just out of curiosity? You know, I know I can look up who has good body shape. Let's look at some TV Choi. She's got a great reference.
Yep, classic.
It's crazy because I'm pretty sure she's younger than both of us, but she's insanely good.
It's just insane, yeah.
We actually had her talk at our school one time. Were you there for that, Megan? I think you were, right?
I was. I remember that Timmy was doing translation. It was kind of awkward there.
Yeah.
Because for those of you who don't know, the first TV show I look her up, she's just an amazing artist. Second of all, she doesn't really speak a lot of English, but she knows like a little bit, so she's often has like a translator translate from Korean. So, man. She's just like, you know, she's just like, oh yeah, you know, block it in. Amazing face. 2 to 3 different angles in front of you. You're like, ah!
Yeah, she's incredibly fast. Like, I don't even understand how she does it, to be honest with you. It's just one of those things, y'all. It's just one of those things. Okay, this might be too big of a tummy, but it is fun.
Oh my gosh. You've got some pet struggles today.
Uh-oh, let's see. Amanda says, I had to put my dog down 2 weeks ago and have been having trouble concentrating on drawing since, so now I'm just drawing a graphite drawing. Oh, I'm so sorry, Amanda. I know how much it hurts to have a dog put down or pass away. That's unfortunate. Happy birthday. Thank you very much. It's hard to read that after a sentence like that, though, admittedly. Friday, I took my dog to internal medicine specialist, drove almost 2 hours one way, and spent $1,200 for them to tell me, same as a regular vet, we don't know what's wrong with them. Oh my gosh.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, this is okay. This is unfortunate. You know, I'm suddenly glad we don't have animals in this episode, because yeah, I was just like, we're not gonna torture y'all with cute animals on here while you're going through that. Let's see. All right. So yeah, I kind of picture Kevin as a little bit bigger. Maybe he's got a bit of receding hairline, a bit. I don't know what an officer really looks like just yet. We're gonna have to figure that out. So for now, I'll just make up a uniform for him. I'll have it mirror a seams design, like slightly, like that mantle almost, maybe, but not the robe itself. So I'll give him like a regular shirt. And then the pants and boots. Give him a nice thick mustache, because why not? And his head is real small for that body of his, I think. So let's increase that.
I'm glad your dog is in a better place. And I know it's a bummer, but it's also, yeah, you feel glad that they're better now. Anyway.
So Megan, what are you working on?
I am working on page 4 of the comic. As much as we can, maybe you guys have seen this, we want to pair a dialogue with an action. We want to compress panels as much as possible so we don't go insane. So we've got Javen. I've been here since dawn, and I've done everything you asked me to do. Javen chose to see my handwritten checklist. So I think those two could go together. I liked the body language that we did last stream of him kind of doing a bit of a shrug, but I prefer the efficiency of having him have the list in that panel.
Yeah,
unless the boss vetoes it.
No, I actually preferred it that way. I always kind of pictured it as being one of those things where he's like, "Here, look," you know. So yeah. I just realized you called me the boss.
He's the boss.
It's really weird to be referred to as that, considering like we're all friends. But I understand. By the way, guys, Megan, Kathy, and I had a good story meeting today, figuring out all the little plot points of all 5 episodes for the Cypher. So it's in good hands, you guys. We came up with some good jokes. We came up with some fun moments. I don't know, Megan, do you have any comments? And Kathy, since you're on, do you have anything you want to add to? You can.
I'm just feeling really good about where they are. We've outlined all of them. I feel like we have the heart of the stories figured out. the little details can change, especially with like page count and like specific dialogue things. I like to work around the panels for my dialogue personally to figure out the flow of it. But we still have stuff like that. But I feel really good about the heart of the stories and how they reflect each character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the whole purpose of the Cypher series, outside of creating something easier for us to create as we're trying to build a massive world, it's meant to show who the characters are and give you just a little sneak peek. And admittedly, some of the things we're putting in is actually good. Like, good is we're trying to set up a lot of stuff for the first episode. So there's some things in there that I think will make so much more sense if you read this prequel Cypher series instead of just going in episode 1. Although we're gonna do our best to write it so that you can jump in episode 1 and not really miss a beat. But I think it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
We are all on the. I feel like everybody loves this, but some people will work harder for that kind of thing. I love like when you know all the plot and you got hints here and there, and there's mystery and there's people going back and being like, "Oh man, this was here the whole time," you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that too. I love foreshadowing. I love being able to figure it out on a second watch through, because there's some movies and shows where you just look at it slightly differently the second time you see it, and you go like, "Oh, that's what they meant." I've always loved that, so I'm trying to learn how to do that as well. Kathili says, super excited about all the ciphers. Amanda says, I love good jokes. We love good jokes too. And then Amanda says, I'm looking forward to it too. Yeah, I don't know, when they're going to be done necessarily, but I will show you this. Actually, Matt, you might want to pause for a moment.
Yeah.
I got the files ready for this for Javen Cypher. We got just the 3 pages that we started, but I'm already actively like sketching them out a little bit more clean. So we're working on it, guys. We're working on it. So yeah, just thought I'd show that. All right. So for right now, this will be Kevin. Obviously, this is the best character design I've ever done in my life. So please don't criticize it because it's more epic than anything ever. So yeah, we'll just settle for that right now. And here, I'll make that layer just a little smaller up here.
I think you need to put the screenshot of the next script page on already, because
for real,
it's actually went by really quick.
Okay, so give me a sec. I didn't even look. All right, give me a second, guys. Let me make sure there's no spoilers from the other pages about to come up. Give me a minute. Oh, this is going to be fun because we have 3 characters in this one that we have not seen yet. So this
will we're here already.
Yes. So let's see. Hold up. Oh, whoa, that was cool. All right, so this is the next page where, oh shoot, I meant to block this page. I was gonna put it over Kevin's sketch. About to be gone forever. All right. So I didn't even really see what Megan did yet. So let me see. We got page 7. Javen shows the handwritten note. Yeah. So thankfully, all of this right here is this whole paragraph is basically something that doesn't have to be done in more than one panel. So this one is on the left where Kevin's speaking right here?
Yeah, that's the idea first.
Okay, so there he is. There's Kev right there. Special lights. Okay, so let's see. After Javen shows him the note, Kevin says, "Sir, if I may, I've seen him working all day. I think he deserves a break." Asim shoots the guard a look. Asim says, "Oh, so you're the champion shadow boxer now?" And for those who do not know, champion shadow boxer is a political title in this world. That is something that only belongs to one individual, who happens to be Javen's dad, Asim. I could get more into it, but I could also have you wait, and I prefer to have y'all wait. So then Kevin says, it's the Festival of Lights after all. Let him go enjoy himself. All's I'm saying. And the Festival of Lights is a big national event. It's like the 4th of July in this world, and it's coming up, and they're preparing for it. So yeah. But here, what I'm gonna do, Megan, I'm gonna give you access to the page 4 thing right here on the left, so you can work on that. And let's see, page 5. Here, let me move Kevin over too. Move Kevin, and then we're going to put the new script page over here. So this one is Asim saying, oh yeah. So okay, page 5 is Asim considers and crushes the paper in his hand. So he basically like crumples it up. All right, Javen, you can go, but be back by 9. Javen motions to retort, and then we go up here, and then Asim says, and if you try and push for later, then you won't be going tonight at all. So Javen has convinced his dad to let him go hang out with his friends. Javen says, nope, we're good, Dad. 9 it is. And then as Asim walks off, Kevin and Javen have a moment where he's like, good looking out, Kev. Appreciate you, So then after that is where Javen texts his cousin Zalam or Z on his phone and says, sorry, my dad held me up. Be there in a few. And then that's where we jump into page 6. So this is going to be, well, we still have page 5 to worry about, but yeah, page 6, we'll get that in a second. Manette says, foreshadowing is so fun. I love looking up to see Easter eggs other people have found that I missed and catching them on rewatches. Same here. I do the exact same thing. Where will the comic be published? I think you've told us, but I can't remember. Also, now, whenever you say Kevin, all I can think of is Home Alone. Maybe we'll have him do this face in the comic just to like appease you. But to answer your question, the goal is to publish it on the Shadowboxers website and on Webtoons. So obviously the Webtoon format is different than how we're doing it. What we're going to do is create it so that it's for pages first, because if we ever print it, then it'll be good to go. Then we'll change the format for Webtoon scrolling and do it that way. So yeah, and we'll do like a big announcement when we're ready to go. I don't know. Do you think we should release all of them at the same time, or should we just release one at a time?
The backlog, having the backlog is just beautiful. Yeah. We definitely need like a decent backlog before, but
yeah, that's a fair point. Okay, so here, I'm going to work on some page 5 stuff while you're doing that. Let's see. Asim crushes the paper in his hand. So I can see. What did you do?
Here, I'll scoot these where they.
Okay. Oh, did you? Oh, you didn't do page 10, dialogue panel 10 yet, right?
Nope.
For it's all the Festival of Lights. Okay, so I'm just gonna move to page 5 then. Asim considers this and crushes the paper in his hand. So I'm gonna cut back to Javen. I think Javen and Asim. Javen's looking up a little high, like he's breaking his neck to look at his dad. He ain't that tall, man. He's not that tall. I picture Javen as like 5'8", mostly because I was 5'8" at 15 years old. I'm not that much taller now, admittedly. Oops. It's the one thing about Magma. It's doing some weirdness all the time. One of my favorite foreshadowing moments, and it took me a while to even realize, was the dragon Zuko has in Korra was the dragon egg he found in the Somewhere episode of The Last Airbender. Wait, for real? Is that what that was? Are you sure?
I don't know that it's stated that it's the same dragon, but I'm pretty sure that the idea is that they brought the dragons back with that egg.
I never caught that. I am 10 years too late. No, 11 years too late. 'Cause I think that episode was 2013. So anyway, clearly I'm so good at this. One of the things you guys might notice too with the way we've done the pages is there are now page numbers, but I still haven't put panels because I still want to have some freedom with how we lay things out.
I think you're going to be able to get that panel that you're doing into page 4.
Probably. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, cool. So in that case, we might be able to just... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in that case, maybe we should split these two into 2 panels right here and make that work like that. Let's see. And just have this be page 5 instead.
I want to see if I can do that. That would be great.
I would love it too. Yeah.
I definitely want to have the exterior rooftop. It's a new scene. If you noticed, I started over with the dialogue. So since it's a new scene, we start over 1, 2, 3. But that's a really great place where you'd have the page flip, show a change in scene.
So wait. So the page flip is on odd numbers or even numbers for pages?
I don't remember.
Wait, hold on. Let me look at my comic.
I just mean a new page, but yes, a page flip is ideal.
Okay. So the odd page is on the right side. So then this will be a new scene, but in the same spread as this one.
Okay.
Yeah, which is fine. It's not a big deal. It's inferred that it's that dragon egg. Oh, okay. Well, apparently I need to rewatch the series because I don't remember that. I'm usually really good about stuff like this.
I think this is just tricky. I think I can push things around so that it's not the page flip when we see the next scene, but it'll introduce the next scene maybe with an establishing shot in a way that makes the viewer want to flip the page. You know, the kind of mystery of who we see these kids, and then we say, okay, but who are they? And that makes the reader flip the page.
You know what? Actually, there was a drawing I did that I never finished on Clip Studio. Let me see. I'm sorry. I don't mean to close off everything, but let me see. I might be able to find the shot. Yeah, it was this shot here of Zalam with Javen and the 2 other characters here. You think maybe that could work as an establishing shot? We can just take Javen out.
I think the shot is fine if you get the water tower in it because you wanted that. Yeah. I would make the boys just bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. I guess there's possibilities there because if you make them smaller, then there's more mystery of like who are these kids. But I like the idea that you see more of the face like right up, especially because Zalam, like, I think his expressions are going to be really interesting for this cipher. So I think the more you can see kind of his face, the more you're engaged.
That's fair. Okay. So let's see. Establishing shot. All right, let's see.
I have to work in order because I'm like.
Oh, no worries.
Good. That's here.
No, it's all good. Actually, we got to put the other dialogue here too. So we have to wait. 1, 2. So this is going to be 11. And then 10 here. I think for this dialogue where Kevin says the Festival of Lights, we should have some of the background showing like the festivities a bit. So maybe he's just like pointing to the buildings in the background, all the decorations and stuff. I guess it'd be similar to that shot at the top of the page.
Ideally, you just reuse the background.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we could get away with that for sure. So, and this would be 10 down here. And then 2 more panels. Or maybe 3 more. Wait, we have 6 already. We'd be pushing it if we ain't... Wait. I feel like we're going to need 3 panels because Javen pulls out his phone right here. So instead of that, I think it's going to need to be this one panel and then this is another panel.
So this is where, if you remember, I had an idea for the transition between the 2 panels where we see Javen's phone.
Oh, but it's from the other perspective from...
Right.
Yeah. That's a good idea. So in that case, should we move the page? Should we move this to be the top of the new page then?
Yeah. I don't usually fuss about that because, as you can see, it's going back and forth as the panel is figured out. So it's not about fussing about it, but I know that that's going to change. So I let that... I don't try to script that out too much and just let the paneling depict where it's going to go.
Sure. Okay, cool. Oh, we got a new visitor or a returning member of the Joe McFo fam. Mark is here. What's up, man? Thank you for coming on and good morning to you. Amanda says, speaking of, what did y'all think of the live action trailer? More hype, less hype, the same? Oh, okay. Well, here, let me get some water. What did I think of the Netflix Avatar Last Airbender trailer? I thought it was really cool, actually. There are a lot of things visually that were very satisfying for me. Like, I liked seeing Boomy. I liked how Zuko was looking. It seems like they're focusing more on trying to build that friendship with the 3 main characters and Katara, Sokka. Like, they have a couple moments where they're joking or they're hugging or something, which was pretty much absent from the 2010 live action adaptation that we don't speak about ever. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about it personally. So I don't know. What do you think, Megs?
I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch? Wait, I sent it to you. What the heck?
I didn't watch it.
Goodness gracious, Megan. Fine.
So I am pretty against live action remakes in general. Obviously, I'm going to check this one out. But for me, I try not to get hyped because it existed in animation for a reason, right? And when they try to make it live action, it's like, what are you adding to this? For me, the ultimate live action is just cosplay, right? You get to see that character come to life, but it's about like the costume and stuff, and you see it, you're like, oh, that's awesome. I don't think you need the whole live action for a lot of this stuff. So, when it's CG heavy and stuff like that, I'm like, well, why'd you remake it, And it's funny because a lot of people for Disney, they groan about remakes, but then their favorite movie comes out, they're like, oh my god, and then it's a disappointment. It's just like, yeah, because it's a remake.
Yeah, that's fair. I will say this: visually speaking, I think they're doing a great job, but the writing is what's really going to have to do the bulk of the work. And because that's how people felt about the original trailer for the movie too. And the trailer looked kind of cool. I kind of like the kid was Noah Ringer doing all the martial arts and stuff, but then the movie was a crap show. So yeah, it does need to have quality writing. I do know that there's some changes that they made, which I get that, you know, I thought this change was smart that they made there. They adjusted the timeline of Sozin's Comet. I don't think they actually mentioned when it's coming to allow for the seasons, the in between the seasons when the kids are growing up. Because when you're 12 and 13 and next season comes 2 years later, you look totally different. So I know they made that shift, but we'll just have to see what happens. We'll have to see. Okay, Megan, so which panel are you working on now?
I am working on your panels, actually, because I noticed a couple things which I don't think I've said outright, but they're just instinctual to me. So if you look at bubble 10, it's sort of in a weird place. I try to snap the bubbles to the corners as much as possible, or the top. So if you have two, I'll have one at the top, kind of one below that. It's pretty rare that you would see a bubble like right in the middle of the panel like that. And the same with the bubble 11, which is like in the kind of in the middle, popping out. And then for that panel too, another thing is I think it would be good if the seam is on this side. Because if Javen's running off this way, he's going with the flow of the right to left to right, whichever that.
So wait, so in this one, he's crunching the paper in his hand, and you said, well, he's not really running away yet.
That's true. That's true.
In the scene, because the way I envision it is like Asim and Kevin walk off, and Javen stands there to text, and then he'll run off. That's kind of how I picture it. So, in that case, we might. Should we change the dialogue? Yeah, I'm gonna work on some page 5 stuff because I kind of had visions for it.
Go for it. Go for it.
Let's see. So. Actually, I should probably. Is there a way to flip this? I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, you can through the transform.
Oh, excellent.
One thing I am curious about for you all is if anybody is familiar with or following any of the PAL worlds, anything. I wanted to, yeah, I knew that Jordan, I had a good guess that Jordan hadn't heard about it, so I thought it would be funny if I like introduced it to Jordan live to see his reaction and if you guys like knew about it or what it was.
I'm nervous. Okay, what is it? What should I look up?
You don't have to look up anything, I guess, but it's basically it's like Pokemon with guns.
Wait, is it like Shadow the Hedgehog, the video game, where he just has a gun and he starts cursing?
You
know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, dude, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. And it's amazing.
Actually liked that game when it came out. I was like, oh, cool. I get a gun and I'm Shadow. This is dope. It was so fun. Kathy's heard about it. Oh my goodness.
So basically, it's a game where you can build a base in this world called Pal World, and there are Pokemon-looking things, and you can catch them. But you can also like make guns and give them guns, and you can like force them to work for you, and you can kill them, and like all this stuff.
This is a game, nice. This is a video game.
Yeah.
What Pal World? Hold on, I'm gonna look this up because now I'm curious. Oh, PAL. I thought you said PAL, like P-O-W. Okay.
That's even darker.
I didn't even catch that. Yeah, I guess so. Wow. Wow, okay. Wow, he just... Okay, then. This dude in the yellow looks so deranged. Like, I would be really afraid if I saw him coming out with that gun. That is wild. Hey, if it makes money, go for it, I guess. Okay, so I don't know if this breaks comic rules, but I'm gonna try and see if I can get these first 3 lines of dialogue in like one panel. I think it's possible if it's like long enough. Tried doing Salam's hair, and that shorthand is kind of funny.
Pineapple head.
Pineapple head. Half a texting on his phone, just chilling on the rooftop like a cool kid. I think I'm finally getting a little bit more used to the control T thing. I keep like halting myself. I'm like, hold up. That's not going to do what you want it to do, Jordan. It's kind of nice.
I'm good with the Shift T versus Control T, but I still am not used to the Enter.
Oh, that one's messed up. Yeah,
that's gonna take more time.
Amanda says, no, those straight up look like Pokemon sold on Wish. That's excellent. I love that.
Some of them I think are pretty cute. I know my Pokemon quite well, so I'm aware of some of the like ones that I really hate and are ugly, and some of them I'm like, I would rather have this one in the game than like Bunnelby or Diggersby or something. That's a really ugly Pokemon.
What was his name? You say Diggersby? What?
Yeah. There's a bunch of them that look like Looney Tunes, so they're really ugly, and I hate them.
Sounds amazing. How do they come up with these names?
See, like, if you... I'm interested in knowing if you put those Pokemon, like, next to, like, bad real Pokemon, or you put the pals, next to the real Pokemon, and you ask people who don't know which one is the real Pokemon. I think it'd be pretty funny what the answers are, you know?
I would probably be some great entertainment value because I don't know Pokemon very well. So I took a class in grad school called C3, and we had to basically design characters that were part of other IPs. But unfortunately for me, I knew none of the IPs or intellectual properties that the class had. So it had Pokemon, it had what was the other one? Is the one with the Monster Hunter, had Monster Hunter, and Star Wars. Final Fantasy and Star Wars. The closest I knew was Star Wars just because I'd seen it more, but I actually hadn't seen any of the movies. So that class was a struggle. It was challenging. I was like, what the heck is this? I don't know this. I had to have a classmate help me out every single day. And I was very tired.
I actually didn't know Pokemon. I didn't play those games, really, any of them, because neither of us are really gamers. We just felt like the course gave us the skills that we really needed.
Exactly.
I actually didn't know Pokemon at the time, and now I really do. Now I'm like, oh, I should redesign and see. I could probably do better. Top 5 Pokemon and worst 5. My favorite Pokemon is Wurmple. Poor Jordan's like, my show's been hijacked. I have no idea what I need to say.
No, it's fine. No, it's totally fine. I just don't know how to contribute. I can talk about Pokemon. I don't have a problem with it.
Least favorite, the Looney Tunes ones, like Pat Watchhog or something. I'm like, not a fan. Obviously, the like vanilla guys, a classic Stunfisk. The regular one is just like lazy pancake. Couldn't even give the 3D model like a little bit of dimension, you know, it's just flat.
Put the water tower in a different color. So if you guys need a reminder, the whole point of what they're doing is basically they plan to spray paint the water tower. And so, which is a federal offense, by the way. So if there's a water tower in your area, do not do it unless you want to get arrested, because that stuff is bad. So that's what they're doing in the first comic. That's how we're gonna meet them. And so I'm having it put in the background here. I also like this shot, the second one that I did, but there's no background, there's no water tower.
I think you could do something in the middle. I see why you have it put this way so that it reads where Zolans is the third.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's important that you can see his face like we've talked about. So I think, you know, something better.
Kathy thinks Wurmple is so cute. I don't know who that is.
It's a like caterpillar looking Pokemon. And it's so cute.
Oh,
and
is he like
love...
pinkish? This guy.
Yep. What's a Wurmple sounds contagious. It's a cute worm. It's cute.
Well, you gotta explain what a Wurmple is now. Well, basically, it's a Pokemon, but it does sound contagious. So, yeah. I mean, we're talking about it on the stream.
Cute.
That's true. He is kind of cute. Let's see. Or if you want to vandalize your water tower, be smart and don't get caught. I will not advocate for breaking law on my live stream ever tonight. Arcanine, Psycha, Charizard, Snorlax, Dragonite are my favorite. Meowth. Oh my gosh. Can you read those?
This is all, yeah, dude, I can. Those are all Gen 1, so you're like a classic Gen 1. I never played the like Pokemon games much. I played one of the ones on the GameCube, so you're like Umbreon and Espeon when that came out, but mostly I played Pokemon Go, so I'm not like as biased toward first gen as some people. Oh my god.
It's too early for this. Yeah, it's too early. It's too much. I don't know how to deal with this. Oh, I see what you're doing, Megs. I see what you're doing.
Yeah, just put it together. I think it also might be good to have Kali saying both of these words. Or both.
Oh, both these lines of dialogue, you mean?
Even though we've talked about this, like both of these characters are important, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
So we want to have both of them in there, and they're about equally important, I would say. But I think this bubble, this should just both go to him for clarity.
So you're talking about just dialogue 2, or you mean both of these lines right here?
So I would say dialogue 1 and 2 would both go to one of them. It looks like the first one is for Enzi. Mm-hmm. Oh, I see. You got... that's tricky. Because that's actually 3 and 4.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Like, if we could do... I think we could do 1, 2, 3, because the lines aren't very long.
Well, yeah.
But I think it's close enough. Just switching the order of them.
No, I think I got it. That was my bad. I wasn't looking too closely.
All good. Oh, Amanda corrected me. It's side duck. So what I said before is probably some type of insult. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be called that. Yeah, no thanks. Mark, well, Pokemon really wasn't my jam, but I do love Pokemon Snap. I don't even know the difference. Snap! Crack a pop! Oh, something else that I want to do. Megan knows this, but I think it would be fun for you guys. Water towers in America look kind of boring, in my opinion. So I looked up African water towers, and the shape of them, I don't even know if the ones in my reference are all real or not, but I just want to say, like, let's look at this. Look at that water tower right there. How often do you see something shaped like that? I don't know. I'm just thinking about this. Like, that's pretty tight. Even this one looks really cool. Or this, you know, I just don't want to have that standard, you know, thing that looks like the Warner Brothers logo. You guys know what I'm talking about?
We've talked about this from a world building perspective too. Like, there's a point where you need things to look like certain things so the audience knows, right? If we had like a UFO that comes to people and like spurts water into their house or something, you know, that's a cool idea, and that's still kind of the thing of a water tower, but is the audience going to understand that? Probably not. So it's this thing of like, does it matter if this is specifically a water tower? I don't think so. So if people aren't super clear on the shape, it's okay, but maybe that's a question to ask when you have designs and you're trying to do like cool, unusual stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know if I would guess it was a water tower. I can't remember if they actually say it in the dialogue. I'd have to check. I have the script right here. Wait on a minute. Let me see. Did they say it? No, don't open PowerPoint. Goodness. Oh yeah, they do say it. They do say it towards the end, but yeah.
So Amanda says Pokemon Snap, instead of like beating Pokemon to a pulp and cramming them in a Pokeball, super cruel IMO. You just take photos of them in their natural habitat. That sounds awesome.
Oh my gosh, I've never talked about Pokemon so much before. It's kind of
but like that's why Pal World is funny, right? Because you actually see yourself beating the Pokemon up. In the actual Pokemon games, it's like, oh, this HP bar goes down, whatever. But in Pal World, you see it like as you're like, well, that's kind of how it literally happened.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys look at Jordan's panels versus my panels, I'm making a couple of changes here. Obviously, we did sort of a combination of these two panels where we have Zalam looking just like more foreground, more expression, but also I think Jordan's not super clear on like how big the bubbles are going to be, and I have a pretty good sense of that. So I'm putting in the layout about the size I think the bubbles are going to be.
Yeah, this is why we have Megan on the team, because I'm not a veteran at comic making or reading. And quite honestly, if I had it my way, this would all be an animated series like right now. I just don't have the kind of money or time, you guys would never see the end of it at all. I get like an episode and a half and be 70 years old.
You'd be 70 and you're like, here's the pilot, everybody.
Yeah, right. So, you know, so Megan kind of has to treat it like I'm on training wheels, basically, you know. So it's like it's my story, but it's like I'm an intern. So it's kind of fun to have that sort of dynamic.
Another thing is I put this dialogue bubble 2 below 1 so that it sort of just has a more of a natural read of hierarchy going on. I like where this panel that you're drawing is going with him, you know, coming in.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking of having the characters kind of like break out of the panel a little bit. I think that'd be kind of fun. Either that or the powers. I'm not really sure which I would prefer.
Yeah, totally.
I should probably write like which one is which too. Is the and then okay, there we go. So Javen's basically coming in and kind of crashing the party. So we're on the roof right now with Enzi, Kali, and Zalam, and they're like, "All right, where's Javen at?" And he comes crashing in on their party after they basically like pseudo insult his dad, because that's part of the whole thing is they're more street savvy, I guess you could say, and Javen's kind of privileged, and there's a sense of, I guess, resentment in a way, but they constantly are blaming Javen's dad for it, which, to be fair, is kind of accurate. So that's the scene we're building up right now.
Oh, tricky.
Which one?
I'm looking at where to break between comic page 4 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to do kind of a shorthand for this. This is where you get like the stretch and squeeze, because in row 2 of page 4, I have 8 and 9 as dialogue bubbles 8 and 9 as 2 different ones. And I don't think we have the space for that. I think 8 and 9 should be in 1, and then this is Kevin. Let's see.
So we'll just change that to 10. All right, then what I can do, we can erase this one. Here, I'll put in some of the lights.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, this is where you're at.
Yeah. Then, I guess 11.
I have this idea for a shorthand for 11 and 12. I'll draw it out a little bigger.
What do you mean a shorthand for 11 and 12? I'm used to hearing shorthands for characters, but what do you mean a shorthand for?
Maybe not a shorthand, but a bit of a crunching of it so that it will fit in one panel. So basically what I'm thinking here, and you can kind of see this, is a seam. He's crumpling the paper. Beautiful crumple thing right there. And he says, all right, Javen, you can go. That's 11. You can go. And then right here, we have Javen like interrupting the bubble, right? And he's like making a face. Which is exactly what I drew before, but now I'm drawing it again live. So this is him motioning to retort. And then you just have bubble 12. So it's sort of like Javen's in between bubble 11 and 12. It's a little... It's not my favorite, which is why I'm kind of drawing it out here instead of putting it in the panel.
What do you not like about it so far?
I think it's just a little tough because you've got a character reacting in between, so it's sort of like two beats in one.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have Asim speaking, Javen reacting to what he is saying, and then a response. You see what I mean by a little bit of a shortcut, like condense.
Yeah. Well, we can just have him kind of. Wait, is it not going to work? We can have him like pulling up his hand to. I don't know if that changes the situation.
No, absolutely. Like that's. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, like you can have his mouth open just a little bit and be like, and if you say something, you're not going.
Yeah.
That's how I imagine dads would do it. I'm not a dad yet.
It's a little bit of time passing in one panel, which I try not to do, but I think it'll work okay.
That's why we do these quick, ugly drawings now, so that we can figure this stuff out. Cathedral says, an intern at your own company. Yeah, pretty much, right? It'd be like Parks and Recreation when Ben tries to do stop motion. He gets so upset because he spends 3 weeks on it and only has 8 seconds of film. That's how it is. I spent, I think, 5 or 6 months doing animation in high school by myself. I worked on it every single day, and it was, I got up early, worked on it for an hour, would work on it during school, would go home and work on it, and I got maybe 59 seconds, which is a lot. It's a lot. And did very well, but it's still, it's not something I would fully repeat again by myself. Jamin is a private school kid. He's got his name embroidered on his jackets. Hey, I'm also a private school kid, but my name's not embroidered on my jackets. Okay, wait, we gotta talk about this one. What did you just do here? What is this?
It looks like he's angry. I just did, this is like 13. I wanted to do a like super happy face, but I'm also... He looks like he's angry, God.
It's because it's the hairline. It's the,
yeah, I don't know.
It's the hairline.
It's a terrible panel. I mean, a terrible thumbnail drawing.
Hey, we're having fun though. It's okay. That's how it's supposed to be. Dang, I might have to pull in the next page of the script because we're about to be done with this one.
Maybe. I do also think though that the transition is going to be a little tricky. I'm still looking at this.
Is it number of panels? Is it just the way the page is organized? What's the major concern?
Well, I had an idea that instead of having this, Javen pulls out his phone and types back to Z, sorry, my dad held me up, be there in a few. Instead of that, we just have Zalam's phone, and he is seeing that Javen is responding.
Mm-hmm. Maybe what we can do is have it just be a small panel up here. Like, let me see. like if we're using this, let's say this is the first panel on the page. If we were to make it a little taller, we could put a little panel like right here, and just have that, so we transfer it over like this.
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. I might do a layout like this, maybe. Okay. Another possibility, especially if you want to make that's more of an established shot, you could do like, that. Though I like this first one I did better.
Yeah, I kind of like this one too. So okay, so since that's your drawing layer, I'm gonna let you do it.
Okay.
And I'll move my unused drawings somewhere else. Give you some space.
Yeah, the whole people owning their own layers thing, I get why, but we don't need that here, you know? We're not going to troll each other and mess up each other's artwork.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like, I wish we just had a big whiteboard, honestly. That would make it a lot more simple. Okay, let's do this. We'll create another layer. And fill. First time doing Control-T.
If I could get this panel with Zalam on page 4, I would like to, but I don't know that it's possible. You know what I mean? Like if we could get the hand shot off.
I think it'll be okay because what we can have in the panel is that Javen is the one texting him, and we already know who the character is by this point, so I think it'll be fine.
So Amanda had a question a bit ago, 8 minutes ago. She says, slow down, what's a shorthand? That's a good thing for you to explain.
A shorthand, okay, so it's basically a way to simplify things. It's sort of like how when you text something like LOL or G2G or BRB, it's a way to simplify a whole phrase. And it comes from journalists who would interview people back in the day, and they wouldn't have, something to record with. They would take what the person would say, and they'd have like little notes or scribbles, and that was a shorthand. You do the same thing in character design. You have certain shapes that mean something, or like for example, if I were to draw Javen right now, that's actually what we've been doing this whole stream. If you didn't realize it, whenever we draw Javen, if you notice, he basically looks like this, because that's the shape of his hair. We don't have to do a whole lot more because we know that's him, and it's just like a little symbol. So yeah, that's what shorthand is. Ooh.
Another thing that you will see is animation shorthand. And so you might see something like characters tying a knot, and they're not actually tying a knot because they're just doing a motion that's close enough that you understand that, but the literal thing of their hands doing this or that is going to take too much time. So you'll see that in animation too, though since I'm not an animator, I don't know every instance or what kind of stuff that would be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's actually quite a few references I can think of where what you're saying is exactly it. I mean, that's where the squash and stretch comes in. That's where just exaggeration is, I think, really the key. And yeah, it's fun to do it like that. But I really like this.
Another potential shorthand that you could say is when the characters have three fingers instead of 4, so 3 fingers and a thumb.
Yeah, that was done first just to make it easier. Like, how many of you guys love drawing hands? Not many people, right? So instead of doing 5 fingers, like what I've done with shadow.boxers, they all have 5 fingers. Maybe I'll give a character 4 fingers for some reason. Maybe one day, I don't know. But they all generally have 5 fingers. It's much easier to draw a Simpsons style hand or a Family Guy hand or even a Looney Tunes hand than what we're doing. It's because I'm a glutton for punishment, apparently. just how it is. Yeah, I like this panel. I think this is dope. The one that you drew.
Aw, hey.
Yeah. And then, so maybe what we do for this page then, do something like this. So page 5 is what we're currently doing with the boys on the rooftop. So maybe it's like this. And then we could figure out the next page. That bit.
Why don't let me just drag? Let me drag the panel that I did into that spot.
Yes, please do.
And then if you erase the panel that I did the blue arrow at,
the blue arrow.
That one, yeah, I'll put in. Oh my gosh! I just did control T instead of Shift T like 3 times in a row.
Isn't it a pain? Okay, since we're doing that, then I'm going to cross this one out on the left. Because I had this little section here where I had a little bubble or a little panel. But since we're doing that, getting rid of it. I'm going to just use this one. Move it on top of the layer. There, I'll erase
Amanda says, Zalam is going to have a horrible accident with those rings on his fingers.
That's hilarious. You know, actually, one of the reasons I gave him those rings is so I wouldn't have to worry about doing his hands a certain way. Because if you really think about it, I only have to worry about 2 fingers now. Like the index finger, and then these 3 are kind of just one. They're just a block. And you don't tend to see them. I can draw the little fingertips like this. You know, I could do that basically, but otherwise I don't have to worry about the complexity there. So yeah. Amanda says no more fingers to draw. That's right. Ha 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 ha. All right, so we got 11 and 12. And we got 13 and 14, which you sketched 13 out. And then 14 can just be good looking out, Kev. And then we pulled this one. Yeah, I think this works. I think this will work. So let's say this is page 5. And I'll just switch this out so that it's from Zalam's perspective.
Yep. So this is a note for, I don't know if I need to keep it right now, but I try not to include grids like this when I can. So I don't think it really matters, but this is the kind of place where you want to push, I want to push the border here or here versus the other way around, right? Just so that you're not getting this square, because that can be kind of confusing. And another thing too is when you have a square like this, it groups them together via the Gestalt principles. So I really want it to be interlinked if that's the case, but these really, it's not flowing like that. It's not a situation. So some kind of,
I think since this is Javen's panel right here at 13, we could probably just make this thinner.
Yeah.
And just squeeze him like this and then make this one longer like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. By the way, you brought up Gestalt principles a second ago. I want to take a second to explain that for people who don't know. Basically, it's it's like psychological shape and color design. And you guys have heard me talk about when I do character design discussions, but we associate certain shapes with certain outcomes. Like triangles tend to be seen as dangerous because sharp objects like glass or knives or something. Colors are the same, although that varies from culture to culture. And what Megan was saying was that grid right here that we would have had if she didn't call it out, it would have just been like this, and it would be difficult to read from one to the other. It didn't feel like the flow was really nice. So that's where that adjustment came in. Did I explain that well?
Yeah.
That's the professor in me.
Yep.
Okay. You know what? I think we're at a point where we actually do need the next page of the script. So let me screenshot that. We're cooking tonight. This is
Yeah, this is great.
Dang. Admittedly, this is like mostly you.
Oh, I don't know about that. I feel like we're getting a sense of. I'm getting a sense of your script stuff, and you're getting a sense of like, okay, this is how many pages it is. This is how I condense this into one panel. So I feel like we're just getting the groove going, you know?
Yeah, this is fun. All right, so this is the next page. So I have to relabel these script pages, which is not a problem. It's literally just going on the document and saying, "Hey, change this." All right, so let's see. Wait, where's my? Oh, I think I did it on the wrong layer. Wrong layer! I always do that. Triangles are the danger, Walter White. Yes, excellent. I love it.
I do not understand that quote.
There's a so in Breaking Bad, there's a scene where Skylar, Walt's wife, is trying to convince him to get out of the drug business, basically, because she's worried about their safety. And he's like, "Who do you think you're talking to?" He's like, "If a man opens up his door and gets shot, and you think that of me? No, I am the one who knocks. I am the danger." And it's like, oh my gosh. It's like, this dude is terrifying, you know? So, yeah, triangles are the danger, Skylar. It was such an interesting exercise, even doing a one-page comic for my friend. I was so careful with layout bubbles, how everything would flow in a way that the story would still make sense. Yeah, I mean, that's what we're doing here. I mean, this is, I won't say brand new to me, but it's not natural for me at this stage. So there's lots of things that we're all learning here. But I think we're in a spot where I can move this here. So I'm gonna cover up that old page. So now we're on, I guess this would be page 6 now, technically. Wait a second. Why? Wait, why is it that I can't write on here? This is so weird. I can write down here, but as soon as it gets up here, something's off. I guess there's something above. Oh, okay, maybe not. I'll just say page. What is this, 5? Yeah. Okay, so page 6 of the script. Javen comes in after dropping in with the streak of blue light, comes in, scares Enzi and Kali, and then he says, "So you guys just talk about me and my pops when I'm not around, huh? Like, you're just messing with them." And actually, wait, does that mean there's only three panels on this page? Oh, we're gonna have to change that, because now it looks like we can move this. So finally we started thinking, "You chickened out, Mr. Lightbearer." Javen says, "Nah, man, I told you I'd come." And then Javen daps up everybody, and then talks to Zalam, his cousin, talks about his tattoos, and then they basically say, "Hey, we gotta get ready." So yeah, I didn't realize this would only be like 2 panels. This is interesting.
Yeah, I think this is a good opportunity to put you could have a few things coming in here.
Mm-hmm.
How you want to break that down is up to you. I also think something could be cool. This can become a little tricky, right? Whenever you have a panel, like a long panel like this.
Mm-hmm.
But generally, people don't have too much trouble but I think it could be cool if there's like this kind of panel shape.
Oh, that would be dope. Yeah. Okay. Let's try.
Or maybe I'm not looking directly at the script right now, so I don't know what. I'm not making these panels in relationship to what the script is saying, but you know.
Yeah. So it's basically just some dialogue. So in this scene, we just see Javen coming in and dapping up everybody, just saying, "Hey, what's up?" And there's a couple little light dialogue moments in there, but beyond that, that's about it. Actually, we could probably fit this line of dialogue right here too, now that I think about it. So this would be, I guess, 4 in this scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that would be this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Amanda says, "Y'all, I have a fifth that made it in it. Wait, a fifth grader that made an astonishing comic. It flowed, close-up shots, bubbles that flow, good line quality. I was shooketh. Hey, that's awesome. I was proud of the work she put into it. It was several pages on a silly prompt about snow. She went ham on that homework assignment. Well, congratulations to that young student of yours. That's dope." Okay, so and then what I'm going to do after the stream, I'm going to put it in the Clip Studio file and just see how it all flows together. Hopefully it looks gorgeous. I should probably take off this page of the script. Oh wait, this is your layer, Megan, the one with the initial script.
Yeah, I can.
Do you still need it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I'll just hide it and then. This is like. I'm gonna hide it but not move it because it's got the numbers of the bubbles on.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. Management is tough when people own different layers.
Oh yeah, it's tricky, it's messy, and yeah, don't worry about it too much. It's not like we have to show this to like some big production company or something. It's literally just us figuring it out. Oops. Okay. Okay, I think I got an idea. By the way, for the characters Enzi and Kali, there are no character designs that exist for them just yet. That will have to come up later.
That'd be a fun stream, though.
Yeah, it would be, because they're basically Javen's crew, you know. So we'll have to set that up.
His pre-crew, because this is before the team. I don't
the
think
real
that's a
team.
spoiler. This is before the team gets together.
Yes.
That's a little bit. That's a little bit of a spoiler.
That is true. Yeah. So, I can say this. It's not too much of a spoiler. This is before Javen has even met Atana or Kayla. So the first time we meet, or the first time we see them together in the comic, is the first time that they meet, just in general. So it's gonna be really fun. I will say this. Actually, no. I'll hide it. I'll hide that. I don't want to spoil too much. All right, so we got 5 and 6 here. So the panel I'm doing right now, Javen's dapping up. Which one is it? Is it Kali or Enzi? Yeah, he's Enzi right here. So it's up a little letter E, and then he's walking towards Salam at the same time. So. Oh my goodness, I love meat cutes. What?
I don't know what that is.
I don't either. I'm confused. Let's switch up the song. I didn't realize that I hadn't changed it. Okay, so in this panel, Salam puts his arm around Javen. True cousin love. Javen notices Salam's arms. Okay. So we can fit.
Great. That would be great to put that on the next page. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I think that sequence has like some important stuff in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think working around that and what can, having that panel. But that being said, we've kind of got some moments to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
Salam puts his arms around Javen, true cousin love. Like that could be one, and then the other one is Javen notices Zalam's arms.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, I can do that.
2 different panels, so that there are different ways to go about it.
Yeah, I guess it depends on the page count at the end, because we can always come back and edit them and truncate stuff. Or the word you used earlier was distill, I believe.
Yes.
So yeah, because if you guys didn't know, it takes me a long time to like be able to narrow things in, and there are at least 4 times where Megan's like, "Jordan, we need to make it shorter. You're gonna take forever doing this," and she's right. She's absolutely right. So let's see how we can do it. So this is page 5. This is gonna be the page on the right. This will be page 6. The left. We've already shortened the comic actually by a whole page. Oh, Amanda says meet cute is a humorous or interesting situation in which 2 people meet that leads to them developing a romantic relationship with each other. Javen and Katana. First off, I never said anything about a romantic relationship. Second, it's Atana. There's E-T-A-N-A like this. Thank you for getting it right.
We'll see. That's all I'm gonna say about meet cute. I have to look that up. I've never heard that term before.
Oh, spell check guy. Okay, sorry, Amanda. My bad. These are my kids we're talking about, or the closest thing I have to them. So when someone,
For now.
yeah, for now, yes.
I always say to my husband, like, I love you, like you're my favorite person in the universe for now.
Oh, dang. Amanda says, "You know, I'm shipping them already." I just out of curiosity, is there any other ships that anyone has for my characters? Now I'm very curious because we got who we got: Javen, Atana, Kayla, Ishnu, Aletha, Mashaka, Asim, and Ghazali, and Chef Fufu. So who's got ships? I'm curious. We got Javen and Atana. Oh, and Zalam too. Is anyone ship Zalam with anybody?
OTP, yeah.
Let's see. You know what? There was a sketch that Kathy did of Zalam and Javen that was really cute, and I think it'd work perfect for this. I wonder if I can find it.
If it's the same one, that's like exactly what I was thinking for that too.
Yeah,
that's the one I'm thinking of.
This is it. I found it. Is this one?
Aletha and Zalam. It's exactly that.
This is gonna be.
So it's really close. I imagine Zalam like having a little bit more of a hunched posture.
Yeah, definitely.
But not much. Like that's definitely the essence of that panel.
Yeah, definitely. So what we'll do, we'll use this as a base, but this is exactly what I'm thinking of. Aletha and Zalam would be cute. Oh, that's actually not a terrible idea. It's not terrible. But does it work with the story? Is the question. Dun, 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 dun.
Shippers have never cared about that. Let's be real.
That is true. That is so true. Yeah. What am I? All right, Kathy's drawing is suddenly incredibly tiny. Hopefully the resolution hasn't gone down too much. Wait, can I not do 2 layers at once? I know I can, right? Oh, really? I really can't do 2 layers at the same time. Well, that's lame. What the heck? Oh man, that's overly pixelated. Sorry, Kathili. We'll just now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure this sketch inspired the writing. Like I actually think I was picturing this when I was writing everything. Manette says Atana and Javen make sense because they're similar age and the same crew, or will be, and I feel like they're gonna annoy each other so much at first, and then that tends to be how it starts. Noted. But you never know. They could be like the best of friends at first. They could be like, "Oh my gosh, you're the coolest person ever," but I would friend zone you in a second. Never know. Because let's be real, that happens in real life all the time. Oh, Megan's right. I'm honored. What were you right about exactly?
I think that was in reference to me saying shippers have never cared about the story or what makes sense.
Oh yeah, that is true. That is true. Okay, so let's move this over. This feels kind of cool. I'm kind of digging this. Good looking. Oh, okay. So
I forgot what number that was for the script.
Oh.
And then I wanted the kind of Kevin, and then Asim and the other guard are like already walking away, looking at something else.
Okay. I like you had the phone there too. It's like that connecting little moment.
Yep, that was on purpose.
Yeah. You go, girl. That's why I keep you around. Manette says friends to lovers is also a common trope. I don't know. You know, it's funny. I don't think I've actually drawn Javen and Atana like interacting with each other like ever. That won't be the case for long, but it's something I just realized. All right, so we got J and we got Z. Please do not sue me, Sean Carter. That is Jay-Z's real name for those who do not know. Okay, kind of liking this page right now. Yeah. I think I could probably merge this too. Is this kind of what you were thinking of for this layout, Megan?
Yeah, it's up to you if you like the kind of zigzag, because it works kind of whatever way, but
I like the zigzag. I think it's cool.
it also has some flexibility in, because you've got a couple panels without dialogue, you could put panel 4, where Javen has, or yeah, you could scoot down panel 4, 5, and 6, move a little bit.
That is true too. Yeah, that is something.
You have that option, so that's nice. But the panels on the right are a little bit squished. They have a little less space, so I think that 4 will probably stay there.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Let's see. Kathili says the best relationship arc. Amanda says, I also like Atana and Zalam having like a Draco, Hermione, Zuko, Katara thing. You know what I mean? Zalam really is just misunderstood. You think he's misunderstood. You think. Or maybe he is.
I shipped Zuko Katara, so I was pretty young at the time, but I did know the meaning of crushing disappointment and also knowing that it was never going to happen. So...
yeah, you and Dante Bosco can go and have some tea together or something.
Do you guys know?
Commiserate.
I was at a convention. Dante Bosco was there signing stuff, and I really didn't want to pay $40 to his signature and talk to him for 2 minutes. 40 or 60, a lot of money. But some people bought my print of Zuko to have him sign it, and you can't really get up close to the stars because they've got people watching.
Dang.
But I said one of those people, they're like, I'm gonna get Dante Basco to sign this. I was like, give him this one too. Give him this one for me. So he has my print.
That's dope.
He has 50 people's, hundreds of people's prints. Do the same way. But he has mine too.
You're included in the group. That automatically makes it really dope.
Kathy Lee just has red flags.
Amazing.
That also never stopped any shippers, I'll tell you that.
That is true. Yeah. Atana totally thinks she could fix him. Manette says, Atana is totally the mom of the group. I'm excited to see how everyone interacts with each other. Whatever the relationship turns out to be, I loved your art of Atana helping Kayla with her hair. Well, thank you.
That's a really cute one.
I enjoy that one. And actually, I could say this. That moment might appear in one of the ciphers. So, yeah, just saying. And then Kathili with the red flags.
Yeah, we want to get that one in. It's more like if there's a moment for it, because you only want to have, you have how many locations do you have in a comic, and then transitions between those locations and stuff. So we really want to. We'll see if it can fit in Atana's, maybe it'll fit in Kayla's, you know, so we're figuring that out.
Yeah, exactly. I think we're doing really solid. Okay, we got 20 minutes left of the stream. Let's see how much more we can do. So we are at the beginning of page 6 right now. So this would be crossed out, and this would be page 6. I was gonna put PG6, but then G and 6 looks the same, so at least the way that I write. Manette says, that's so exciting. My favorite author is going to an event in Arizona in March, and of course I no longer live there, but I'm dying to go and give her fan art I made it for one of her novels. That's so cool.
That's so sweet.
All right, so now let's do this. Oh, nope, that's not what I meant.
I'm gonna scoop this off since we don't need that note anymore.
There we go. So, I'm gonna erase this, and this is going to be page 6 right here. All right, so now Javen says, "Oh snap, your new tats look sick, bro," which is totally something a millennial Gen Zer would say. But actually, yeah, 15 will be Gen Z. Salam says, "Thanks, little cuz. They dope, right? Makes you feel like a new man." NZ tosses it back to Javen. "You better fill it up before we go. I ain't carrying your cans." Javen stuffs paint cans into a backpack. Then Salam says, "Okay, we gotta get moving." And so with all this, I don't know, Megan, you're better at pacing with this. Do you think this is all one page, or what do you think?
I have to look at it. I have to draw to figure it out, you know, but I'll
Fair enough.
Start and see where we go. If you want to do stuff that's not paneling, you could do like gestures and stuff for the body language of the characters, or, you know, maybe Kevin's face or something, because I don't know what face stuff.
Oh yeah, let's see. What would Kevin's face look like? Since there's like no room on this thing, I have a single shot to do this. If you only had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted, one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip? His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. He's vomiting on a sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. He's nervous, but on the surface, he looks calm and ready. I'm sorry, I had to do it. Wait, do you want to tell him about the Shanthan Jetty song?
Yeah, so we had a teacher. Jordan didn't actually have the teacher, but I feel like I had this teacher named Shanthan Jetty, and if you notice, his name rhymes with Mom's spaghetti. So we did do some raps replacing Mom's spaghetti with Shanthan Jetty as much as we could. And it sounds a little mean in retrospect. He's a really great teacher. He also wouldn't care.
It's so excellent.
He's a great teacher too. He did a lot of he kind of just metaphorically hit me across the face in senior year and was like, "You can't draw," and I was like, "I can't draw." And so, but because of that, I worked really hard in his class, and I did a lot of stuff, and that was when I started getting good with gouache and that kind of philosophy of artist as athlete. That's when I was introduced to it, and that was before I met Michael, but it was a really smooth transition into being yeah, of course I'm going to do my 2500 because I already believe in this sort of way of looking at things.
The repetition and consistency. Manette says, "I live in Pennsylvania now, so it'd be a whole thing to get out there to Arizona, but she lives in England, so it's basically a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, so I want to at least try. Good luck with that. I know that's London seems a lot farther than Arizona, so yeah." Amanda says, "You know, Jordan, you don't have any strong, powerful older women to ship with Ishnu. Older people need to find love too. He can't. I assume he can't just stay a cranky old man."
Oh my god, imagine Ishnu as a flirt like a lady killer, but nobody like all these older women end up just slapping him.
That would be hilarious.
It's hilarious.
I've gone back and forth about what type of family situation to give Ishnu, because he's old enough to have a family. He might even have children. I haven't really decided yet. But he apparently lives alone. I do know that as of right now he lives alone. But who knows? What do you guys think? Should Ishnu have a family? Should he have a long lost child or series of children? Series of child. Yeah, what do you guys think? Let's see. I'm super excited about the Uncle Iroh and June comic coming out this year. I shipped them so hard. Wait, what? Really? Is that a joke? Huh.
They're still making lots of Avatar comics.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. But I didn't know there was one with Iroh in June. That's wow. Okay. Let's see. Manette says, I'm imagining Miracle Max and his wife now. Jordan doesn't get that reference. That's okay. The rest of us do. Do you get it, Megan?
No.
What's Miracle Max, or who is that? Help me understand. I just want to know. I probably won't make him look exactly like Carl Winslow, but admittedly, this face is pretty fun to draw. Maybe he's not necessarily overweight, but maybe he's got fat on his neck. Maybe he's more of an endomorph or something. I don't do a lot of endomorph body types, actually. That could be fun. Just someone who's carries a lot of muscle and body fat. From The Princess Bride. Oh yeah, I definitely wouldn't know that.
Okay. I know who that is. I didn't recognize the name. That's pretty funny. That's funny.
Oh, I will appreciate the joke when I see it one day, if I see it. Don't be giving Ishnu like 4 baby mamas. We'll do it. We'll do what you want. It's your character. I don't think I would give Ishnu 4 baby mamas, but that is hilarious. No, I think Ishnu. Well, I think of Ishnu as a one-woman man, but who knows? Maybe that it goes to what Megan was saying. Maybe he's just a really bad flirt. Maybe he's trying to find love again because something happened, and it is what it is. Every time they go to, one of Ishnu's kids is there. Oh my goodness! My cabbage has accepted its kids. Okay. Okay, I see what you guys are trying to do with him. I see. That's funny. What's this orange thing that I have here? I must have done that.
I think this can be one page, or I hope it can. It's a good breakdown, and the dialogue is easier to condense than action.
Okay. Maybe we should give him some cool sideburns, though. Nothing wrong with sideburns, right? You know, something I've actually always wanted to do, not on myself, but just a character, is have like a beard that's kind of like split up in different areas like this. Let's see, does it fit him? I don't know if it fits him. Maybe I need a guy with like a more square jawline. But I can still keep this. Oh yeah, this is fun. Give him, give him the sideburn into the mustache.
What is that?
It's the sideburn into the mustache. It'd be like if I shaved all this down here. Here, I'll give him a little goatee to go with it. Am I a bad person for doing this?
I was just drawn over here. I look over and see this chaos. Absolute.
This is hilarious. No, I won't do that to our boy Kevin. Not this one. I'll do that to another character. Because he's actually got some significance. Maybe I'll do that for the other guard. I'll try the craziest hairstyles out on characters that don't get speaking lines, and then I'll see how people feel about it. People comment on the background characters. Did you see that guy's beard on panel 4? On panel 4? What the heck?
There's this guy known as, well, there's just a picture of him. They call him Circle Beard. It's pretty bad. I'm posting it on the live streams in the Discord.
Oh man, I need to see.
Which reminds me, join the Discord and like the stream, please.
Yes.
Or whatever that was.
It's Kevin. It's Kevin, or what will formerly be known as Kevin. Oh my gosh. Okay, this dude. Wait. Oh wait, I have to do this. I have to show this off now. Look at that. Look at that beautiful, beautiful specimen. Isn't it lovely? Isn't it lovely? I wonder whose decision that was. You think that was a dare, or you think he actually thinks that looks good?
I think it was a dare, or he like had too much to drink and woke up regretting some life choices.
Right? He's like, I'm here at this job interview, man. I gotta get my life together. Last night, you saw what I did to myself. All right, so there we go. We got a closer drawing of Kevin.
I like it. Like it.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Let's give him a nice developed frame, and I want to give him like that motif that that I created with the seam, because he's like, I guess he's technically part of like the royal guard or something, whatever that would be called.
Yeah.
In this world, you know, so. He has to fit on this side so he doesn't get into the script too much. Yeah. Kevin. Alright, yeah, I'll have to design Kevin later on in his fullness. Alright, so let's see. Amanda says, OMG, my devil dog just ate my Need eraser. What do I do? Oh.
See if it was to ground in his stomach for 7 years. Or whatever that...
Wait, what?
I'm sure it's fine. There's a stupid myth that if you swallow your gum, it'll stay in your stomach for 7 years or something like that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know if that's true. It's probably not.
Honestly, it's gonna probably sound messed up, but there's always someone on the internet who has gone through something first. So, so it might be worth Googling it or checking out Reddit and seeing if someone has had that same scenario before. Wow, we started the stream with pets and now we're ending the stream with pets. How bizarre. I don't even know what to say. Okay, so I'm seeing what we got here. 9. You better fill it up. I ain't filling your cans. Oh, I like this one. I think what you did here. 11 and 12.
This is a little bit out of order, especially with the dialogue, right? The continuity from panel to panel is pretty easy. So I'm kind of just drawing in poses that I like, and you know, if these are all like key panels with a lot of body language and stuff, but I'm kind of feeling it out, and then I can sort of say this panel really works as like a longer one, so I'll put it here.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. I feel like he'd be showing off his tats. It's kind of like pointing to him. Talking about the 7 and 8 section. I don't know why, but Zlam has suddenly become one of my favorite characters of this project to draw. He's just different. He hits different. Amanda says, is it basically gum? I don't know if it's basically gum, but
it should be, right? Like,
yeah, I guess. I mean, they call it a gummy eraser, but I don't know if it's like the same exact substance. I don't know what makes gum. Now I don't know what they put in it to make it like that. But gummy erasers don't really get that hard though. Like they don't get rock hard like regular chewing gum does, I think. I genuinely don't know. This might be either a Google question or a veterinarian question because I am not certain. I'm not certain, unfortunately. Oh man, it is 7:58. We gotta wrap up. We're basically
out of wrap up though.
Huh?
Do we have to wrap up though?
No, not really. I am getting hungry though. I will say that. But we don't have to. You want to keep going up?
I'll do what the boss says, but I'm not sleepy, so.
I could go make some dinner and just Megan will keep you company for 30 minutes.
I have sort of an alternative body language shot to yours, like a little bit of a different interpretation.
Oh, I see. Either way, I feel like Javen should be not like in awe, like ooh. We can do like something anime-ish where his eyes just become like stars. Like, ooh, tattoos. Man, it says, oh, it was only on the roof of his mouth. I got it out. Woo, night, y'all. Oh, that's good. That is excellent. I am happy for you. But yeah, so I think we are going to wrap up because
yeah, no worries.
Small crew, and we did a lot of stuff though. We got like 2 pages done, almost, started on 3, and we worked through the script a lot. So I want to thank you all for coming on. And if you haven't already, please like the stream if you want to see more content. And also, if you want to get some cool merch or updates on Shadowboxers, join the Discord, check out the Shadowboxers website. The link is in the description below. And with if there's no other things, then we'll see you next time. Peace, everyone.
Peace.